Okie dokie, Joyofquilting here, and today we're going to use the rotary cut strips we did for the Logcabin last week, the same 2-inch strips again, and we're going to make a sample of a Courthousesteps block. So laying down your first strip, this is my light, lay your 2-inch square on top and stitch using a 1/4 inch foot or a little piece of tape for a guide, and onto the cutting board. Okay, you should be getting familiar with this now. We're going to cut the edges off, a solid line across the top because we know that's straight, trim off the sides. Okay, turn the piece, solid line across the top, again on the ruler, and cut. And using your dry iron, I always press it first to set the seams. Then with your centre block face down, iron out to one side and back to your sewing machine. Okay, still using my light. This is where it gets a little bit different now from the basic Logcabin block. We're going to put the second light on the opposite centre square to the first one. So laying it down on your strip and stitch. And back to the cutting board. And you should be getting used to this by now. Using your ruler and a solid line across the top. There you go. Okay, so we straight cut that excess off. Turn it round. Same thing again, solid line, straight, and cut. Press. Okay, I always press to set the seams, and then press out from that centre. There we go. So we've got, there you go, our seams going out. And back to the sewing machine. Now, changing colour to your dark. So you lay your dark strip down and we're going to stitch this on the long side. So lay it down, go, and stitch. Okay. And then back to the cutting board. Okay, and cutting again. So we are trimming off both sides, straight edge, trim, straight edge and trim. Onto your cutting board, set the seams and turn it over so that your centre block is face down, and then we're going to iron this open, press it open. Okay. So your seams are all out and back to the sewing machine. Your next strip, your fourth one, is going to be a dark again, and that's going opposite the brown. So we go in, you can see a pattern here, we go in opposites. So lay that down on that, okay, and stitch your 1/4 inch seam, and then back to the cutting board. Right, I think you're getting the hang of this now. We're cutting again, the excess away. Solid line, cut, solid line, and a cut. Then press, there we go, press to set the seams, and then I'm going to open it up. Okay, so we've got two nice flat seams going out on the other side. The next piece is going to be the burgundy, and you'll be putting burgundy on the other side, and then you'll be doing 2 brown, so you can see how it works out. And I think that's about it. Next week I'm going to be showing you a half Logcabin block, because now we're into the flow of it, we may as well learn a few. Here's mine with a couple more sides on. You can continue adding until You've gone round as many as you want to. You just do opposites, opposites. And that's it. That's your courthouse steps.